Hi guys, hey, we've got a brand new guest in the studio today. This is Peter. Now, his face might not be familiar, but his book might be. Yes, it's Peter Millett, famous author of The Anzac Puppy and many, many more books. How many, Peter?
Well, apparently it says 50.
50 books.
50 books, yeah, which is easy to remember because I will be 50 next year.
Oh, happy birthday for next year. Wow, 50 books, that's amazing. So you must have started writing when you were 5 or something.
Yes, you found me out. When I was at Hokey Primary School in Takapuna, that's when I started writing my first story. The teacher said, you've got some potential. Have you thought of being a writer one day?
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that was great. And I didn't really listen to that too carefully because I was probably more interested in being a soccer player.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yep.
But as you get older and you can't play soccer, you develop a love for writing. So I think probably when I was about 28, I got very, very serious about it. And I had my first book published right on 30, so it's easy to remember, 30 and 50.
Yeah.
It's all very simple. And I'm very, very blessed because the publishers keep saying every other year, well, you can do another one. You know, would you like to do another one? So I'm happy to say yes.
I think the only reason that they ask you to do another one, though, is that they're so good.
Ah, yes, I hadn't thought of that.
Fabulous. So you've got a series of books here, haven't you? Oh, and your new one.
Yes.
Check this out. This is such a cool book. It's called Classic Rhymes for Kiwi Kids. So kids like you and me. Wonderful.
Exactly. And if you are running around in your backyard, you will not see a fox or a badger. You will see wetters and geckos. So I've made the rhymes that we grew up with, which were nursery rhymes, Kiwi versions.
Right.
So the animals that we have, we see. And we have rugby players, we go fishing, we go rowing, we go bungee jumping, so that's what it's all about.
Let me hold this up so you can see it, and I'll read you the little rhyme. You know, row, row, row your boat? Well, this one's a little bit different. Row, row, row your boat quickly down the stream. Hurriedly, 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 here comes the other team. Quack!
And it's Australia, so we have to beat them.
We do, and we're doing really well. And I love all the expressions on the faces.
I know.
And the fantail giving them what for. Come on, guys! That's awesome. Who drew the illustrations?
Scott Tulloch, and Scott is a very, very talented artist. He also writes his own stories. He's in Queenstown, and he's a lovely guy to deal with, and we had so much fun. I said to Scott, the schools that I visit look like this nowadays. We've got people from India and the Philippines and Kiwis, and so this book needs to reflect the schools that I go and see every day. And I really, really hope that all you kids out there can see yourselves in these images that Scott's presented.
Okay, have a look at these images on the back then. Which one is you? I think I know which one I am. It's the one with the hair there on the bungee. Very cool.
And I love the cover with the onesies. There's nothing more Kiwi than snuggling up with a onesies in the morning.
Yeah, definitely.
Reading
That's so cool.
a book.
Yeah.
Even this book if you want to,
Yeah, why not? So many good rhymes in here. What are some other ones? What's your favourite one?
I am quite partial to Pop Goes the Cheezels.
Oh, yeah.
I like Cheezels,
Yep.
and I've talked to the people who make Cheezels and they've given me permission to have fun.
Brilliant.
So instead of Pop Goes the Weasel, it's Pop Goes the Cheezel.
And when you look at this, don't we love doing that too with our Cheezels? Put them on your finger, up and down the fingertips, threading like a needle. Open wide and lick your lips. Pop goes the Cheezel.
That's right.
Awesome. Very cool. Now, you've got some other books here on the table.
I have.
Is this part of a series? Or?
Yes, it's my New Zealand series. So in 2005, when many of you perhaps weren't at school or even around, I wrote Noah's Ark. Oh, Suzy was around. Just. And I often wondered, we have so many birds, flightless birds in New Zealand, so how did they get here? Because they couldn't have flown here. They couldn't have hopped here, and they couldn't have swum here.
Sure.
And particularly the moa, the two big moas. I'm 6'5". Now the moas are bigger than me. So, and particularly, how did they get here?
Get here, sure. How did they get here?
Yeah, exactly. So I decided that Noah's Ark's last stop was Aotearoa, and they had to sit at the back of the Ark going, are we there yet? For the entire journey. Reasonably so, because we're so far away.
Yeah, poor old Noah.
And that's got me thinking, I can make famous traditional tales and include New Zealand, because we always get left out. We're at the bottom of the world, we're the newest country. You never see us in all of these famous tales. So now we're taking our place in the tales. Yeah.
Brilliant. Wow. So that is a very cool book. You might have seen that one in your library.
Yes, school libraries. Noah's Ark. Yep.
Brilliant. Oh, and the Anzac Biscuit Man.
Okay, so that was the next stage. A few years later, I then thought, well, why don't we have fables, fairy tales, the Brother Grimm story, again with New Zealand people. So instead of the big bad wolf, I have the big bad sheepdog. And then my uncle has a farm in Te Awamutu, just to make sure most sheepdogs are nice.
Yeah, sure.
They're mostly friendly. But in my story, you've got to have a villain. So we have a big bad sheepdog. And instead of a gingerbread man, we have an Anzac Biscuit Man.
Right.
So he pops out of the oven and he rushes off and he gets chased.
Right, by a Kiwi.
Yes, yeah, by backyard Kiwi farm animals. They want to dunk them in their Milo.
Yeah.
And gobble them all
This
up.
Kiwi loves a good Anzac biscuit dunk, that's for sure. Awesome.
So the next one after that was then the rhymes that moved me into famous nursery rhymes. So we have traditional tales, fables, and now nursery rhymes.
Brilliant. Now, Peter writes incredible books and he does amazing school visits. And he's kept very, very busy with his own YouTube channel as well, haven't you?
Yes. I love animation. I love when I was at home being a house dad. My kids love watching Puzzle Inc., which we know Raymond, who makes Puzzle Inc.
Yeah.
And we love watching nursery rhymes with 3D little moving. So I'm trying the same theory. We don't have many 3D Kiwis or Kia or Pukeko.
Yep.
Or bungee jumpers. So me and my son together are hoping to combine my experience writing stories with animation, and then we can present New Zealand stories animated.
Well, to find out more about all those animated stories, they're still to come, maybe, or some are there already.
They're happening, yep.
Maybe a music video up there already.
Yes.
Yeah, awesome. Peter dancing.
Yes.
Haven't got the space for him to do a wee demonstration
here.
here.
I've made it on the roof here.
No. So why don't you check out his YouTube channel. Click on Peter here, and if you want to subscribe, we'd love you to subscribe. You can click on me and come back again next week. We'll have a brand new guest, and we'll have Peter back another day too.
Oh, great. Love
awesome.
it. Okay.
Thanks, Peter.
Thanks.
Bye. For more information about Suzy and Friends, visit suzy.co.nz and join us next week for some more fun. See ya.